Alright, what is up guys? My name is Brian and I work for an artist named Cloophie. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down Blue Fantasy. Blue Fantasy is pretty much the title song of the album Blue Fantasy. So if you guys have heard the song, you guys will notice that the song is actually pretty energetic. It's very driving, and I feel like one of the big reasons that it has that vibe is because of the synth bass that I use. And in this video, I kind of want to talk about, I'll obviously go over most of the sounds, but I just want to talk about why I pretty much use a synth bass in my lo-fi beats. So let's get into it. So before we start, let me play you guys a part of this song. So as you guys heard, it has a drop, which is not, I feel like, typical of most lo-fi beats. It has a pretty big drop. You have like the transitions, the build up over here, and then you drop, and then it goes into the whole, like new part of the song. So I guess I'll go over the sounds first, and then I want to talk about the bass. So this is the piano. The piano is loud, soft piano, and I just put a little reverb on it, I think. And then these are the vocals. The vocals are from the Contact Exhale. It's the Autumn Chill preset. And then the bells. The bells are from Keyscape. It's the music box. I put a little drip. I think I have the Apex preset on it. And then, so pretty much those are the main sounds that you're gonna hear in the build up. And then once you get to the drop, you have a whole new bunch of synth sounds. So I have the pads. The pads are from Expand. It's warm plus fluffy. It sounds like this. I have a little drip. I think it's also the Apex preset. Yeah, and then I have a little RC20. This is one of my favorite presets from Omnisphere. I feel like it really, has that ambient vibe. It is the Airplink music box from Omnisphere. And then the bass. So let me just play for you guys and then I'll go more into it. The bass is just following the root notes, but I have on it EQ. It looks like this. I have a kickstart is a sidechain plugin, and then I have a multiband compressor. And the bass is from GMS. GMS is a free stock plugin from FL Studio, so go check it out. It is the Nails preset. So if you guys have heard a lot of my songs before, I use a lot of synth bass. I use pretty much this synth bass in a lot of my songs. I have it on The Stars and I have it on Between Worlds. If you guys have been following me for quite a while, I have it also on one of my older songs called The Reason I Wanted To. And the reason I use the synth bass, especially this synth bass, is because it just has that driving characteristic. It's very energetic, which is not, I feel like, what you think about when you think about lo-fi. But the reason I started using this preset, this sound, is because I wanted to make a unique sound for myself. When I first started making lo-fi, obviously I felt like I wasn't competitive enough with the other big lo-fi producers in terms of, piano skills, production skills. I didn't have a live guitar that I could play solos on. So I was looking for a way to make myself known pretty much by looking for a sound that related to me. The sound that, when you hear it, you think of Cloophie. So that's the reason I started using a synth bass, because I felt like it was really easy to just utilize and drive the lo-fi beats, because I felt like before I started using the synth bass, my beats were just very generic. I have the electric piano, the Rhodes, and then just kind of like a drum loop on it, and it wasn't really doing it for me. I wanted to do a little more. So I started exploring and I ran into this synth bass from Nails. Like I said before, it's a stock plugin from FL Studio. But yeah, I started using this and I feel like it just changed up my production style completely, because now I'm able to create drops like this. You know, it's a better transition. It's just more my style, I think, because if you guys have seen the teaser for also this song, I have it on my channel. It's the Blue Fantasy teaser, but the music video is from the movie, I think, called Children of the Sea. I haven't watched the movie, but I know it because one of my favorite artists of all time, Kenshi Nezu, he has a song called Spirits of the Sea, which, you know, is a promotional video for the movie Children of the Sea. But yeah, I put that clip on there because I feel like that's where majority of my style, my lo-fi style, is coming from. It's very like high energy, anime, kind of ambient related kind of style. I guess what I'm trying to get with this is, if you guys are struggling to make yourself known with your lo-fi beats, maybe think of a new way to start working on your songs. Lo-fi is, I feel like, a very flexible genre. There's no specific sound or, you know, style. Obviously there's the most common, which is like the chill rows, and then you have like guitar solos and all that. But I feel like it's also very flexible in the way that you can do what you want and still call it lo-fi, you know. Now, I'm no lo-fi expert. I don't really know. I didn't build a genre. I don't have like the specific criteria that makes lo-fi lo-fi. But in my personal opinion, you should do what you want to do, work with the sounds that you like so that you can create the songs that you like. If you're trying to fit the generic genre of lo-fi and you're struggling, I feel like it's a really good way to, you know, let your creativity speak, because I feel like that's what's going to attract the listeners in the long run. To go over the structure, I have the build of the piano, I add vocals. This is pretty much following the advice from the 300 years. I'm just adding more and more elements until I have the drop, which is a more significant drop than, you know, any of the other songs that I broke down before. But I have the drop, so I introduce the synth elements, and then I add the bells again, so it sounds like this. And then I take away the bells and I add the strings. And then once you take away the bass and the strings, then it really just opens up the beat one more time. It's a little more chill, but it still has that energetic vibe from the synth bell driving the beat, and then, you know, you close it out. So yeah, I think that's everything that I wanted to cover. So like I said before, the reason I use a synth bass is pretty much because I felt like I was stuck in a rut, trying to follow this generic lo-fi style that I hear so much in the big channels like Lo-Fi Girl, Dreamy, and I felt like it wasn't doing it for me. I felt like just, you know, every other lo-fi producer except worse, because I'm trying to copy their style, but I'm not as good as them, so I'm not competitive enough in the field. So that's the reason I started using the synth bass and just exploring more of the sounds that I enjoyed. But yeah, so hopefully this was helpful to you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Try out the synth bass. Like I said before, again, it's the GMS plugin, it's the Nails preset, and it is a FL Studio stock plugin. So go check it out, and yeah, bye.